Besides being the leader of the grand and famous band the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger is an eccentric man who knows too well how to live his life. But have you ever stopped to wonder about how this rock star lives? In this video you will find out all about Mick Jagger's luxurious life. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allaboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Career. Born in 1943 in the town of Dartford, England, Sir Michael Philip Mick Jagger, most commonly known as Mick Jagger worldwide, is considered to be one of the most famous rock stars. At age 14, he got his first guitar, seeing music as a great passion. The young singer got to study accounting before ending up choosing an artistic career. After meeting other musicians during his performances in nightclubs, in 1962 Mick Jagger decided to form his rock band, the Rolling Stones. With a rebellious behavior tied to the counterculture movement, the young band quickly gained ground, especially with the success of songs such as I Can't Get No, Satisfaction, Stupid Girl, and Sympathy for the Devil. Without a doubt, the Rolling Stones are one of the most successful musical groups in history, making them sell more than 250 million albums worldwide. In parallel to this, Mick Jagger has also invested in his career as an actor and film producer. Also, not to mention that he has his own solo music career. In 2022, the Rolling Stones will celebrate the 60th anniversary of the band's creation, which holds the title of the oldest rock band still active. Currently, at the peak of his 78 years of age, the star continues to work with no plans for retirement, even with all the net worth he has already amassed throughout his life. Mansion. Mick Jagger is a singer who has been making a lot of money on stage for decades, and with such success, he can invest in great estates. In 2020, for example, he acquired a mansion in the Lakewood Ranch area in the U.S. state of Florida. The house, built in 2008, stands on an extensive peninsular plot surrounded by a lake and beautiful landscaping. The singer can relish the 5,700 square feet of living space in the residence, all spread over 4 comfortable bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. The house's kitchen is integrated with a pantry, having wooden furniture and granite countertops, with an open view to a large island in the area. The place also features a very well-lit office overlooking the lake, and a living room with a large bookcase all filled up. The upstairs layout feels like its own single-family home with a split-bedroom floor plan that gives the master suite its own living room, a balcony with a fireplace, and a social area that serves as a bar or summer kitchen. Moving over, the outdoor area resembles more a vacation resort, with a giant swimming pool, a hot tub, a barbecue area, and several common areas with armchairs and fireplaces in order to spend an afternoon relaxing. And to acquire this estate inside the Lake Club luxurious condominium, the vocalist Mick Jagger paid, at the time, approximately $2 million. French castle. Mick Jagger also has a 16th century French castle called La Fourchette in his extensive real estate portfolio, which once belonged to one of Prince Louis XVI's noblemen. The property has a total of 49 acres of land, surrounded by lush gardens and woods, being itself a true haven of peace in the Valley of Kings, as Mick himself has described his estate. This place is where he has spent much of his quarantine time, living in rural style, tending the garden and the animals he raises there. The singer acquired this castle in 1982, paying at that time £2,200,000, the equivalent of $3 million. But surely this truly natural refuge must be worth a lot more these days. House in the Caribbean. Mick Jagger, the lead singer of the band the Rolling Stones, also makes real estate purchases as a form of investment. An example of this is his Japanese-inspired beachfront estate that is located on the Caribbean island of Mustique. Nicknamed Stargrove's Villa, this is a vacation lodge that can be rented by anyone who wants to relax whilst enjoying the Caribbean sea breeze. This enterprise can accommodate up to 10 people in 6 bedrooms and has spacious living areas and balconies. Other amenities include a large swimming pool made to resemble a lake, a game room, and a media room. The lodge also offers butler services, a chef, 2 gardeners, and 3 housekeepers, as well as a jeep for island tours. And to spend a season in this paradise belonging to Mick Jagger, you will need to disburse, for every night stayed, up to $4,300. In addition, the singer owns another profitable house on this island, the two properties being very close to each other. We are talking about the Pelican Beach, a family villa that offers 5 bedrooms, besides having a guest house that includes 4 more bedrooms. And to spend a week at this lodge, you have cash out up to $30,000. Cars. Mick Jagger is a rock star who loves classic cars, which is why his garage is loaded with these automobiles. But besides 4-wheeled vehicles, the singer also likes motorcycles, such as his BMW F700 GS with 2 cylinders and a modern design, which costs around $10,000. Now, speaking of the classics, one of Mick Jagger's cheapest cars was a 1969 Morgan Plus 8, a car that might be worth around $48,000. The singer has also owned a comfortable and more modern Mercedes S550, a vehicle capable of driving up to 155 miles per hour. And to own such a car, you must pay something around $110,000. He has also once owned a Silver Cloud 3, a classic Rolls-Royce equipped with an amazing V8 engine, being the best of its class in the 1960s. Being so, it is no wonder that this rare car costs around $130,000. Getting even pricier, Mick Jagger once owned a 1966 Aston Martin DB6, which was bought by the singer in the year of its release and must have cost him loads of cash. To give you an idea of how unique this vehicle is, you can currently find this collectible in pristine condition for up to $800,000. Another iconic car that the singer made a point of personally going to Italy in the 1980s to purchase is a Ferrari 288 GTO, a very stylish vehicle that had only 272 produced models. No wonder you can currently find this supercar at auctions for around $3 million. The singer really has some good taste. Jet. When it comes to private aircrafts, the music group the Rolling Stones have already made use of a few planes to perform their trips and concerts around the world. One of the models they used to use was a Boeing 737, which hadn't been modified internally, retaining the standard 68 business class seats. After that, they moved on to a larger aircraft, a Boeing 767, which was painted on the outside with the music group's logo. Both planes released. Today, Mick Jagger also continues to use chartered flights for more privacy and comfort. To give you an idea of the values, 1 hour of flight can burn through $8,000 right out of his pocket, kind of an insignificant amount for someone as rich as Jagger. Other expenses. Mick Jagger also spends his fortune in other ways that many people don't know about. One of his expenses is with the alimony for his various children. After all, he has 8 kids with several different women. To get an idea of values, his son Lucas, the fruit of a relationship with the Brazilian show host Luciana Jimenez, earned a monthly alimony of $17,000 until he turned 18. In addition, he gave him an apartment in New York that was worth $2 million at the time. Mick Jagger likes comfort even when it's camping time, so he has invested in a yurt, a kind of tent very luxurious and comfortable, that costs around £3,000 per night. Personal life. There were many moments in rock star Mick Jagger's personal life that have appeared in newspapers and magazines all over the world, and now we will look back on those events. One topic of the singer's intimacy that has always attracted curious people are his romantic relationships. Before blowing up in the music industry, he dated Chrissy Shrimpton, a British model who would go on to pursue an acting career, in 1963. They even got engaged, but the relationship ended after he fell in love with the singer Marianne Faithfull 3 years later. Alongside his new girlfriend, the artist was even arrested when he was caught carrying illegal substances in 1967. Jagger and Marianne's relationship ended in 1970 after it was found out about Mick's affair with Anita Pallenberg, who co-starred with him in the film performance. In addition, the Rolling Stones vocalist got model Marsha Hunt pregnant in 1969, resulting in the birth of Jagger's first daughter, named Karis. And his ex-wife didn't let this go unpunished and took revenge by cheating on the star as well. Soon after, Jagger met the Nicaraguan Bianca Perez Mora Macias, and they married in France whilst she was already pregnant with his second daughter, Jade. The relationship ended in 1979, and the reason for the breakup was the singer's affair with a supermodel called Jerry Hall, with whom he had a 22-year relationship. With Jerry, Mick Jagger had 4 children: Elizabeth Scarlett, James Leroy, Georgia May, and Gabriel Luke. They broke up in 1999 after it was discovered that the singer had impregnated the model and famous Brazilian show host Luciana Jimenez. In 2001, he dated Lauren Scott, who was a model, stylist, and fashion designer, and they stayed together until 2014 when she took her own life in her apartment. After that, Mick Jagger dated the ballerina Melanie Hamrick, who is 43 years younger than him, with whom in 2016, at the age of 73, the singer had his 8th child. Everything points that the two are together to this day. This entire timeline of the rock star's relationships does not take into account other quick involvements he has had, such as with the actress Angelina Jolie and 22-year-old Noor Al-Fallah. Indeed, Mick Jagger never liked monotony in his love life. Net worth. There's no doubt that the Rolling Stones are one of the most successful rock bands in the world. And with resounding success for almost 60 years of its existence, its members, mainly the most famous, Mick Jagger, have made a lot of money. The group has released 23 albums and sold more than 250 million copies worldwide, and from this number alone you can already imagine how much they have profited. But without a doubt, the Rolling Stones' biggest source of income are their concerts. They are always leading the ranking of the world's most profitable tours, such as in 2018, which summed up to approximately $117 million, according to the Forbes magazine. And even despite the pandemic and the loss of drummer Charlie Watts, the group made $115 million in 2021 with only 12 shows in the No Filter tour. Their most profitable tour was a Bigger Bang tour, which lasted from 2005 to 2007 and grossed an impressive $558 million, making it the 4th highest grossing tour of all time, behind only Ed Sheeran, U2, and Guns N' Roses. And of course, the group's leader, Mick Jagger, can be considered the richest of the 27 members who have participated in the Rolling Stones. After all, he has been the lead singer since their genesis in 1962. Not to mention that he also makes a lot of money performing solo. To get an idea of values, some sources estimate that the group's total fortune is around $1,450 million, whilst the rock star's net worth is approximately $500 million. A great sum, isn't it? Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.